Welcome back, everyone. We're back again. We're reviewing another product. Usually, whenever I review stuff, it's usually like loot crates or other crate-based objects, or like stuff you get out of like surprise boxes. I don't know. But I saw that for the Batman 80th anniversary that they announced that they were releasing the entire box set of the Batman Beyond series and a couple of the movies, or the two movies, although the movie is part of the original series, or the first movie is at least. Yeah, so I got it here. It's actually really cool. I didn't realize when I ordered just how limited they are. There's they release about 50,000 of them, as you can see here, right there, limited edition. So I have number 11,157 of 50. This probably would be worth a bit of money in a few years if I didn't open it, and we're going to go through an unboxing of everything and eventually check out how it looks like in Blu-ray and whatnot. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So yeah, looking at the box is really kind of sheeny. I don't know if you guys can pick it up on the camera, but there's a bit of a sheen you can see on the Batman here, and on the side the stuff has all the classic logo. But inside the box you can see here what we get in it. So we get a obviously the box, the DVDs, and a little pop. I forget what these are called. Pop minis. Funko Pop. I don't really collect them, so not really mind. But I think I might keep this one in its box because I actually think it's kind of cool. I would usually open them. I think I have like a Naruto one, and I have that opened. But this one looks pretty cool. It's limited edition. Has the 80th anniversary on it. So get into it. I know there's going to be so many people going, "Oh God, no! Why are you opening it?" But it's worth it. So we'll take out the little pop vinyl. I'm gonna keep him in the box just because I never want to sell it, but who knows? It might be worth something someday. Okay, so it's kind of cool. It's all in gold. I know sometimes I'm not sure if the boxes are normally white. I'm not sure if it's just depending on the theme, but all the ones I've seen are usually like white or kind of a grey color. This one's actually a black with gold inlay. Not inlay obviously, but has that kind of layered aesthetic to it. Nice and cool, all sheeny. This is number 287. I don't know if that's any particular thing to him, but it looks cool. Batman vinyl figurine. He looks angry, surprisingly. I don't know, you can't really pick him up there. You can't really pick up the angry smile, but you gotta see here with him. And there's actually a picture of him here, what he's supposed to look like when he's taken out of the box. It comes with a little limited edition Yoki and the Batman 80 years. It's kind of cool. So yeah, we have this. I think it's cool. In most situations, I would actually open these and just like let them hang out. But I think since this is more of a collector's thing, obviously there's like more value with it being in the box, but still, it's cool. And then we have the Blu-ray. I just realized there's actually that little tiny corner there that was nothing in it. Obviously it's just a separator, but still. So we have the box. Cool little picture on the front. It's obviously the same one on the box here. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah, but obviously enlarged. Looks cool. Batman Beyond the complete series. DC. Thing on the side, Blu-ray the complete series, DC, Warner Brothers, and then we got our Batman on the back and a cool little sheen. Batman Beyond was definitely my favorite of all the Batmans that came out in the 90s. I really liked the animated series. That one was good. I quite liked the Batman, the weird one where there was like the Joker would had dreadlocks and stuff. That was a cool. But my favorite one out of the lot was actually Batman Beyond because it was so dark, which was a nice change of pace. It was more like back then. It was like does it show the age? Yeah. So obviously I'm based in Ireland, so it's rated 12. Which is surprising for a cartoon back then. So like that's actually quite a level. And then we have Batman Beyond the box set. One of the Blu-rays came loose. I actually have one loaded up in the Xbox at the moment. So when we go to play it, we can actually check into it. So I'm just letting that run its updates. I need to put this back on actually. See what's that. But yeah, so we have Batman Beyond, another kind of little thing, and on the back we have the Joker. Well, obviously it's not the Joker, but it's one of the Joker. I can't remember if they're like the Joker or clan or something. But So I'll actually read this little booklet. So it kind of runs through this thing. Got me on the complete series. So in season 1, or disc 1, we have season 1. So obviously Rebirth Part 1 and Part 2, which was the original movie that came out. It was before the original series. Goes through some of the special features. So we have commentary from some of the cast, or directors at least. It's mostly what do you call it? Mostly like directors, producers, the musicians behind it, or composers, I guess would be the correct term. And then there's some special and behind the scenes, like the music of the night, which kind of goes through the background of the score of the show. Inside Batman Beyond, meeting the series creators, again, like an interview out of them. And then in disc 2, where we have our man there. Oops, see if I can get it without showing the next stuff. Nope. What was this one? Okay, so disc 2, which is obviously season 2. Then the special feature is a commentary on splicers, producers Bruce Timm and Glenn Murakami, storyboard artist James Tucker, and voice director Andrea Romano, and Terry McGinnis / Batman voice actor Will Friedle. So it's interesting if this is going to be like them currently, or was this them like after the show came out, because it'd be cool if we hear back on Will Friedle after the fact, because I know he talked highly on when he was on Between the Sheets on Critical Role. He was kind of talking about how he was a relatively nobody at the time in terms of voice acting, and he just landed his role. So disc 3 was obviously season 3. Oh no, season 2. Oh, I didn't realize how long season 2 was. So season 2 on disc 3 is like from episodes 14 to 26. Some more commentary. We got Will Friedle, and then Inside Batman, the panel and in-depth discussion with producers Bruce Timm, Alan Burnett, Glenn Murakami, and Paul Dini as the Explorer season 2 of Batman Beyond, with moderator Jason Hillhouse. So I don't know if that's gonna be some kind of podcast or like a interview like what they have on I was gonna say Patreon, not Patreon, SDC, stuff like that. Those kind of panels. If they had like one of those kind of moderator ones. And then on disc 4 we have season 3. It goes from episode 1 to 13. Then we have some special features, another panel which discusses season 3. The same cast again. Inside Batman Beyond season 3, Out of the Past, has Bruce Timm, Will Friedle, Paul Dini, James Tucker sit down together to talk about the Legend of the Batman musical that appears in this episode and other memorable moments. Oh, that's interesting. Another Inside Batman Beyond season 3, The Call, where it kind of discusses more stuff that happens in an episode called The Call. And then there's another one with The Call Part 2, and then another one where they further discuss an episode with Inside or Curse of the Cobra. And then disc 5 we have so it's season 4 is the finale of the season. Disc, are we missing a disc? Oh no, never mind. It's all on this one. Thought we were missing one. So disc 5 is a bonus disc. So there's Nostalgic Tomorrow, a Batman Gathering. Nostalgia Strikes, it's 1999. Seated at the table is the Batman Beyond team. Bruce Timm, Kevin Conroy, Will Friedle, James Tucker, Glenn Murakami, Andrea Romano, Bob Goodman, and Stan Berkowitz. Care to join them for a chat? Well, that's basically what it says, so I imagine it's some sort of like podcasty thing. Night Immortal, a visual and visceral celebration of the Dark Knight's 80 years of crime fighting, narrated by storytellers of the past, present, and future. Well, that'd be cool. There was kind of something like this when I was in London MCM last year, where there was a panel with all like famous all the comic book writers for the Batman stuff. It's kind of cool. Tomorrow night, Batman Reborn, explore the rise of Terry McGinnis as Batman and Bruce Wayne's relationship with the young hero as he mentors a new Dark Knight for modern times. Gotham City of the Future, a close-up look at Gotham City circa 2039, including its modernization, inspirations for its high-tech design and massive scale. That'd be a cool thing to look into, kind of like where they came up with ideas for it. The high-tech hero, Batman Beyond storytellers focus or discuss the evolution of the new Batsuit and its futuristic design and capabilities. Yeah, so it's hard to tell what generation Batman was, like the animated series, because this is obviously a continuation of that storyline. So I guess that maybe Batman was based in a 1999 era or 1992 when Batman the animated series that came out. I think it was 92 or 94. It's around there anyways. So that like 40-year period and how it's evolved, which is crazy because Bruce Wayne's been then about 40, which makes sense. Story in where he was at that moment in time. And then we have the secret origin, the story of DC Comics, the story of DC, and the rise of superhero mythology as an American pop culture zeitgeist. That's cool. So we got a little bit of a backstory into the character, and the fucking thing goes. Oh, there we go. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. So that's kind of cool. It gives a breakdown on the whole genre of Batman Beyond, its impact, inspiration for it, and the whole of Batman. And then we have disc 6, which is Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, the movie, which I can't remember if I've seen this. I probably have. I think I've seen them all because I've definitely watched Batman Beyond at least 4 or 5 times, so I'm convinced I've watched the movie. Probably don't remember off the top of my head, but I definitely have. It's gonna be good. Yeah, so we have this is the disc box set. Obviously, we're missing, so we have some cool pictures here. So we have I've already showed you guys the front with Batman, and then the back with Joker. But on the inside, we have Batman again, with his wings sprawled out, and then we have, I can't remember this guy, but I think it was the Time Manipulator, or he used some sort of force attack, which is cool. Yeah, very cool. There's kind of a nice sheeny look to it. It's not as chromatic as the front pictures, but yeah, there's supposed to be. We got a picture here. Get it up. Yeah, so it's like inside the bat submarine, whatever the hell it is. Obviously, disc 1 is in the Xbox at the moment, so I'll go through that, run through it, take some snippets of the show and how it looks now compared to like the previous one, where it was like 4x3. So hopefully they scale it up properly. Then we have more. So we have like more discs, and then Batman Beyond the Joker, which is only black disc, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Batman Beyond was a bit of a dark one in comparison, especially that Splicers episode, which I still love today. It's such a good, it holds up so well. I love the show actually does. Then we have the Joker, so Batman and the Joker again. So we open up this, and this actually has some, I forgot, like Flexicor cards. So it's based off stuff from the TV show. So they're really sheeny. So we got Batman Beyond on the back, and then pictures of the characters. So it's hard to tell if it'll pop up in the camera well. It looks cool. They're like kind of 3D and they take different angles. Then we have, a bit slippery, Batman and the Joker, and he's on his skateboard thing. I forget what it's called. It looks cool. So you kind of get all these different angles. Batman and Cobra, and same on the back as usual, Batman Beyond, but like cool, like how it kind of transfers. And then we have Batman, and I forget what this villain is. It looks cool. I think it might be some version of, oh, it's kind of blurry when you're looking at it this way. It looks a lot better, clear on the screen, surprisingly, with this one at least. Excuse me. Let me just take a sip out of my Batman mug. I thought it was appropriate for this video. But yeah, I'll just put all this stuff away now, and we can dive in and check out how Batman Beyond holds up, how it looks, because I think it's going to be really cool. But yeah, so see you guys in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. We're back for the just checking out the overall quality of the movie. Unfortunately, I had a quick look at it, and the actual quality is 4x3, so it's not the expected 16:9 that I thought it might have been. I thought they might have blown it up a bit, but unfortunately it wasn't. I'm also having to play this on my desktop because I can't get it to capture on my Xbox or my PS4, which is kind of annoying because I thought I might be able to get through it with Xbox because they don't have HDCP, but apparently they do for Blu-ray and Netflix and all that. But yeah, so we're just getting into it, so you can expect a little bit of graininess. I'm using a free player, so it's not 100%, but I just had a quick look to make sure everything was a-okay. It looks good, but we're just going to dive in and see what the first, I'll show the first maybe 30 seconds, thereabouts, so you guys can get an idea of it, and I can watch through, maybe jump back in for different moments, but yeah, so let's just see what it looks like. So this is the original movie.
Big news in the financial world today. Once again, billionaire Bruce Wayne has averted an attempted takeover of his company by Derek Powers of Powers Technology. Powers vowed that he is not through yet, and speculation has seen stock in both men's companies hit all-time highs. Still no word from the kidnappers of debutante Bunny Vreeland following a ransom payment of $5 million. At this
Hey kid,
hour,
you're on TV.
police remain without leads as to the girl's whereabouts.
The typical element of Batman, or at least the animated series on Batman Beyond with the red sky.
It's all here. Take care of her.
So good. And then this is just the start of this, where he has the heart attack.
Are you all right? Ever since I was a kid, Big Bad Batman's always been making life hard for guys like me. No! Don't! Freeze!
Start to show so good. Obviously, this is when he decided he's no longer gonna be Batman. But obviously, there's different storylines. There's one storyline where Batman
Never again.
eventually starts killing people. Just becomes more aggressive and aggressive. Based on that's what's the basis for the Batman from Batman vs Superman, where like he will straight up murder people. But oh, and this banger, the intro for this song is so goddamn good. This had the best, I think it's just had the best intro, and the whole story itself is so good. Alrighty, I think that's probably a good point to end it. Because I don't want to get... I'm probably going to get copyright strike for having this in it, but I don't care. So this is kind of a good point to just wrap it up, just so we can see what it's like, and it's definitely worth it. So if you guys ever come across it, it's definitely well in your interest to pick it up. I don't think you're going to be able to buy it new, because it was a pre-order kind of thing, so you might have to look out for it, or see if you can find individual copies of Blu-rays. I imagine there's some available, but I don't think there'll be any at the same kind of price point. At like, I think it was £75 or €75. I can't remember, whichever the valuation was. But it's really good and hella worth it. Especially if you love Batman. I'm definitely going to watch these again and again. I've watched I think I've watched Batman Beyond, I want to say 4 or 5 times. Like, I watched it a couple years ago because I hadn't watched it ages since I was a kid. And then I watched it and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. Watched it again and I watched it again. So I might save this for some weekend and just binge through it because it's so goddamn good. But yeah, sure, we'll end the video there. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.